Well, you still got Mount Vernon. I believe we're going. They had 15. Put it back to 15. They're killing me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jim Fink's Field here on the campus of Salem High School for an unusual season of high school football here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. You're watching us here on Wabash Catch TV. Also, if you are away from your television at any time and you want to see some Salem sports, by all means, check out on YouTube. Our YouTube channel over here for Salem is Wabash Catch TV West, and should be a fun football game tonight. It's about 17 or 18, 19 months too late, but, well, not too late. It's about 17 or 18, 19 months late, but we have high school football, ladies and gentlemen, this evening as the Mount Vernon Rams travel up to Marion County from Jefferson County to take on the Salem Wildcats tonight in a non-conference matchup. This the only non-conference matchup of this shortened season for the Salem Wildcats, and I think it's, for that matter, the only non-conference matchup for Mount Vernon as well, as both teams, of course, come in at 0-0. However, these are two teams that are going in over the past few years have been tracking in different directions. That's for certain, as the Salem Wildcats last season made the playoffs for the second year in a row and had an outstanding battle down in Benton for in the first week of the playoffs last year. Took it on the chin down there and finished the season 7-3, lost 8-7 down in Benton last year in the playoffs. Well, and when I say last year, it's just freaky to think about. That was late October, early November of 2019. And my heavens, haven't things altered since then? As a matter of fact, back then, Carlisle was in the conference. Carlisle was in the Cahokia Conference playing football. They declared to play 8-man football for 2020. Never had a season in 2020. The Cahokia Conference altered significantly and became an 18-team conference with a large class, a middle class, and a small school class. And Carlisle has gone back to 11-man football, and they're playing tonight. So it's just what a strange world we live in. What a strange world indeed, as a beautiful night for football here in Salem. The field is in just gorgeous shape, as the lights really haven't taken effect yet. Sundown sundown in Salem is set for about 7:06, 7:07 tonight. You can still see some of it over the trees, but the shadows are terrifically long on the field, and probably hardly any sunlight on the field anymore. The Salem Wildcats come in, of course, with some high hopes coming off of last season, as Quentin Purcell returns at quarterback, and he will be throwing the ball a lot to all-conference performer Caden B out there at wide receiver, and Donovan Williams on the other side at wide receiver. Those two fellas are speed burners. Caden B is especially, as he is outstanding wideout for the Wildcats. Keaton Mitchell back there in the backfield. He's the running back. He'll wear number 44 for Salem tonight. And as I said, Quentin Purcell, the quarterback. He'll wear number 9 for the Wildcats tonight. It's good to see that the IDPH has opened everything up, as I don't believe there will be any I don't think they're planning on doing any restrictions on the amount of people that they're letting in here tonight. All fans are to wear a face mask in the stands, and that makes sense as the players are wearing them, the officials are all wearing them, and it is of course, safety first here during the football season, that's for sure. Trent Bowles will be tied in tonight. He'll wear number 24. A lot of these players, you of course remember from basketball season, Bowles, B, and Williams, and they have been athletic or tried to stay athletic. That's the weirdest thing, ladies and gentlemen, when you come in to an event such as this, or a season such as this. These kids have to have been supremely dedicated to their sport to stick with it over the course of the last several months when they didn't know if they would get to play, and they most of them, I presume, kept working out and kept staying in shape because that's what Coach Kevin Green of the Salem Wildcats would have had them do. They would have continued their workouts to maintain conditioning and shape in the hopes of what we're seeing now, a 6-week football season. We'll be here every Friday night in one form or another, as we will look forward to bringing you Salem high school football all season long. Also bringing you Salem volleyball, and we'll be back here in Salem on the 23rd for our next volleyball contest, as I believe Marion is coming up to play the Wildcats next Tuesday. So look for that on Wabash Catch TV. Taking a look, I said these two teams going in separate directions. The Wildcats have been trending upward, whereas the Mount Vernon Rams, it has been a good long time since they had a winning record. Their most recent winning record back in 2013. That's also their last playoff appearance. And that's back, I believe, the year after Dan Mings left for Johnston City. But Greg Graves is now the head coach of Mount Vernon, and they've had quite the flip-flop turnover there, as a matter of fact, in their coaching situation, because Coach Graves was hired in October after Coach Trevor Durham. He had been hired the previous spring. He went back to Breeze Mater Dei as he took a full-time position at Mount Vernon. He was only an aide position in the football coach, but he got hired back at Breeze Mater Dei at his previous school in a full-time position. So really, this is the third coach since the last season when Jared Kessler was the coach back in 2019. Mount Vernon suffered a winless season back in 2019 after winning 3 games in 2018. Those 3 games in 2018, the only 3 games to find Mount Vernon victorious in the last half of the teens, because they went winless in 2016 and winless 9 games in 2017. The interesting thing, though, looking at Mount Vernon's record last year and how the season went, they went 0-9, that's sure. And they gave up 450 points in 9 games. That's true. But for a winless team, they scored 197 points. And they were close in a lot of those contests as they fell to Centralia late in the year, 53-43. If you can put 43 points on somebody, you're staying close. And they also lost early in the season to Belleville-Altoff, 48-42. So there was a close game there, and another close game early in the year, losing up at Taylorville, 28-24. So then this is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that these two teams have met in well over a decade. I was talking to Bill Hawley, the radio man for Salem Radio and for WJBD up here. And he was saying that this is the first time these two teams have played each other since 2003, back when that would have been back when Salem was back in the old North Egypt Conference. They played Mount Vernon the first game of the year every season back in the old North Egypt Conference, and I remember they played Fairfield in the third game of the season. That's how I can remember that because they did that for numerous years. I think they played Olney in the second game, and it's funny the things that one remembers 17, 18, 30 years from the past. So the Mount Vernon Rams coming in with the work cut out for them. This last year's Salem team went 7-3. They were pretty young, and they have some more experience now, and they are going to present some serious defensive issues for the Mount Vernon Rams. I think really the most pressing thing for Salem to win tonight, they with the talent Salem has, they should be able to score. But with the offensive firepower that the Mount Vernon Rams might be able to come up with, the question is, will the Salem defense be able to hold down the Mount Vernon Rams offensive side? So that's just where we're looking tonight as we are reintroduced to high school football. I think I said 17 months, but that's not enough, is it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is about right. 5 months late from the end of last season. From the start of last season, about 8 months late. 7 months late. So we just can't wait. And I know the fans here just cannot wait to have football back in their lives as the Salem squad making their way back to the field from their locker rooms. They're going to come through that big tiger, the big mouth of the tiger out there. The maw is what that is. That's the maw of the tiger. I would tell you who the officials are, but I didn't see a listing. And they are wearing face masks and making it difficult for identification. I'm pretty good at naming officials, but boy, that's asking a lot. If you're asking me. Salem, of course, in their home green uniforms tonight, and the Mount Vernon Rams will be in their road whites. I'm wondering where Mount Vernon has gone off to. They must have gone to their locker room too, as the Wildcats are set to come out any minute now. I tell you what, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with the opening kick of the 2020-21 season after these words.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
Hell, he's who told me it was 03. And welcome back to Salem as the Wildcats get set to be introduced here tonight.
And head coach Kevin Green. Welcome to Jim Field. Tonight's contest contest features the Rams from Mount Vernon Township High School and your Salem Wildcats. Here is the game time weather information. The temperature is 45. The wind is out of the
I was just about to look for the game time information. I'm glad he's providing it. Temperature is 45 degrees.
A tad chilly with no chance of rain.
No chance of rain tonight. I missed what he said. What our public address announcer mentioned was the high temperature, the wind situation all day long was so breezy, but not so bad now. As you look at the flags over there on the far corner, and there looks like about a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind, as my device tells me. 10 miles an hour. I am so good. I called it. 10 miles an hour wind right now. Over the course of the evening, the wind will be diminishing. And by the end of the night, probably about 5 or 4 miles an hour. 10 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen, that's... there they come. 10 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen, that can begin to fiddle with a quarterback's accuracy. That is just about where quarterbacks begin to feel maybe a little uncomfortable with how their passes are floating. That's the other thing. You might get you a little float that you didn't expect when it gets a little bit windier like that. As the teams are out, we'll have our national anthem performed by the Salem Marching Wildcats here in just a moment, as they are on the field. Boy, that's a lot of drums. Good for them. They have, I'm counting, about 8 percussion players and need a sousaphone. Boy, that's what they need, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's got to have a sousaphone in the band.
Ladies and gentlemen,
really do.
rise in harder postures. The Marching Wildcats.
Here are the Marching Wildcats.
Under the direction of drum majors Chloe Beal and Hayden Hartwig.
The final strains of our national anthem performed by the Marching Wildcats, and we are just about ready for some high school football here in March. I hope this, let's see, if it goes about 6 games, which is what it's supposed to do, that'd be just about like what the XFL did last year before the COVID hit. It'd be just about what the AAF, the American Association of Football, did in spring of 2019 before they got shut down for money issues. So spring football just must be meant for short seasons. That's what I'm guessing. I know that the SIU Salukis are playing a shortened season, playing very well, as they've knocked off 2 top 5 teams. And of course, Coach Stewart's son plays down there at SIU. The Mount Vernon Mount Vernon Rams won the toss, and they chose to defer to the second half. So Salem will get the football to begin the contest. Back deep for the Wildcats. That's Trent Bowles. Unless I'm misreading the number. Braden Smith back on the right side.
To receive for the Wildcats.
And check that, not Trent Bowles, that is Keaton Mitchell
Keaton Mitchell.
on the left-hand side. Set to kick it away for Mount Vernon, and the boot is away. That was Landon Simpson. Picked up at about the 10-yard line, straight up the middle goes Mitchell, and he gets all the way out to the 38-yard line. That is where the Salem Wildcats will begin their first offensive set this evening.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. On their own 38-yard line.
38-yard line, the place to start for the Wildcats. They get final instructions from Coach Kevin Green, and Quentin Purcell, number 9, leads his squad out on the field. Purcell, quite a bit thicker than he was last year, as he is wearing some heavy protection, but also a year and a half of weight work. The handoff goes to Keaton Mitchell, and he'll pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards out to the 44-yard line. Salem's 44, that's where it'll be second down and 4.
Second down, 4 to go on the Wildcat 44-yard line.
Purcell heads to the sideline and then comes back in with the play. Mitchell is the tailback behind the fullback, Braden Smith. And they draw the Rams offside. That will bring a first down for Salem here on the first possession of the season. Taking advantage of Mount Vernon's enthusiasm. Mount Vernon was wanting to get some hitting going, and the Wildcats able to take advantage. So first and 10 for Salem at their own 48/49-yard line. Williams out to the left side as the ball goes straight up the gut. And it's going to be a pickup across midfield of, give him about 4 yards, Braden Smith.
Part of the go by Rams number 56, Weston Rite Aid.
Weston Rite Aid with the tackle. He's a 6'3" sophomore. It's a young Mount Vernon squad. Whenever you have issues with winning over the course of several years, that trims the numbers of your squad down just almost where it makes it impossible to play. And Salem's going to have to take their first time out of the half, as they had some questions. I think they only had 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they had 10 players as Braden Smith came out of the game. We will take a break as they take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this word.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
And welcome back here to Salem as the Wildcats take their first timeout of 3 allotted per half. And Purcell takes a look at the defense before heading under center. He's got a man split out to each direction. Hands it off to Mitchell. He runs the right side. It's wide open. Wide open, and down the sideline goes Keaton Mitchell. One man to beat. He's going to get shoved out of bounds at the 10-yard line by Evan Leake. But boy, oh boy, that was just hugely wide open down there. Caden B crashed in and was able to get a good block, and there wasn't anybody out there. So, Salem is in action here in a great spot. First and goal at the 9. First and goal at the 9 of Mount Vernon. Smith heads wide out to the right this time. Single back. Single back is Mitchell, and they just drew him offside again.
Second the play.
I'm sitting there counting. I think there were only 10 players on the field again for Salem.
Encroachment on the defense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's 11. Okay. You don't have to have 4 backs, as long as you can have as many as 9 players on the line or 10 players on the line if you want. But that's kind of how I keep track. Mitchell all by himself in the backfield. They got a full oversized line. The handoff tries to get through the right side. He's got a few yards. He's going to get inside the 5 and get down to about the 1. Gain of 4 on the play, or 3 or 4. That'll bring it, make it second down and goal at the 1 yard line. 1.5, call it.
Second and goal for the Wildcats.
Damian Leffler heads to the sideline. Split out wide to the right, Jacob Kenke. Williams to the left. Smith back as the fullback. The handoff goes to Smith, and touchdown, Salem. Braden Smith, the fullback, gets the first score of the season for the Salem Wildcats. And with 9 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1, Salem takes a 6-0 lead. Never threw the ball. Purcell, the quarterback, is the kicker, right-footed kicker. He measures his steps. Good snap, a little high, put down, and the ball is, I tell you what, that would be good in a cornfield. Kick is good, and that gives the Salem Wildcats a 7-0 lead here with 9:21 to go in this first quarter. We'll be back with the chance to get a look at the Mount Vernon offense and the Salem defense after this word.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
And welcome back here to Salem. Quentin Purcell set to kick it away for Salem. And Randall back to return. Mason Randall and Anthony Lash Jr., number 2, also set to receive back deep. With the wind, the kick is going to be toward the right sideline, and that is going to bounce out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So Mount Vernon will get it at their own 35-yard line following the violation. And the Mount Vernon Rams quarterback out there is Sage Taylor, number 14. Behind him is Gabe Lutonen. Got 2 men split out wide to the left, 1 to the right. They're got a man in motion. That is Evan Leake. He goes, now it's trips to the right. Handoff does go to Lutonen, and he'll pick up, give him 3 yards out to the 38-yard line. And nice tackle by Hayes for Salem. Simon Hayes. Simon Hayes is a big kid. He is a 5'9", 220-pound senior wearing number 41, one of the many outstanding linebackers, defensive players for the Wildcats. Sage Taylor back in the shotgun as he takes a look at the D. High snap. He's able to bring it down. Keeps it. Heads over to the left side. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to slide just near the first down. I think he's going to get it. They will give him the first down at the 45-yard line. Nice work by Sage Taylor. As the Mount Vernon staff saw something on that left side that they could take advantage of. When you spread, that's the thing, when you spread out the defense like that, you have the 5 receivers out in the spread offense, occasionally gets a little bit loose. That's the plan. That's the thought process, is to loosen things up in the middle and to see if you are able to create havoc, let's call it. Taylor's going to go under center this time as he has one to the right. And he's looked like he almost dropped it. Handoff does go to Leak. Evan Leak's got a lot of room, and he heads down the sideline. He's going to get shoved out of bounds. A big gain on the play of about 27 yards.
Pushed out of bounds by Wildcats number 10, Jacob Kinky.
Kenke will push him out of bounds, but a big run for Leak. Leak is a senior scat back. And it's 1st and 10 for Mount Vernon at the 28 of Salem. 28-yard line of Salem. That caught the defense a little bit by surprise here, that Mount Vernon 0-19 coming up and moving the ball with ease down the field. They've got some big linemen. I'm telling you, you look at the roster, they've got 5 guys over 300 pounds and 1 kid 370. So there's some good size, good beef inside that Mount Vernon offensive line. Fake handoff and back to throw on the run is Sage Taylor, and he gets shoved out of bounds right into a photographer. That might have been that coach, actually. He picks up a couple, going to get up to about the 26-yard line. Taylor with a nice run. That was a photographer. Save the camera, he says. My leg will heal. Second and 8 from the 26-yard line of Salem. Salem in that 3-man front. 3-5 set, and then the 2 linebackers pick a spot into the line, whether they choose to head to the quarterback or not. Leak is the back behind Taylor, and there's motion. Going to be a false start against Mount Vernon. Caden Plummer over here on the right side, number 11, looked like he started going a little early. False start. So that'll back him up to the 31-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 13. Of course, the Mount Vernon Rams with those cool black helmets with orange ram horns on them. Those are nice. Start out gray in front, turn orange as they come back. Boy, he nearly dropped that football again. And a wonderful tackle. Braden Smith was the man in first, but then finished off by Bryson Quinn on the defensive back blitz. So, loss of about 2 on the play. That brings up 3rd and 15. Football at the 33-yard line. They need to get down to the 28 of the Wildcats. The wind is not in Mount Vernon's favor here if they do have a field goal kicker. 7-0, the Wildcats lead. As we move under 7 minutes to go here in just the first quarter of play. Trips to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. Taylor, the quarterback, checks his wristband. See what it tells him. You got to figure that the Wildcats might bring the house, and Mount Vernon didn't like what they saw. Coach Graves wants a timeout. 6:32 to go in the quarter. We'll take one as well. Big play coming up early on here for Mount Vernon. We'll be back after this word.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield.
Maintain that 6 feet social distancing, and we ask at the end of the game, please exit at a timely manner.
So here come the Rams. Big play for Mount Vernon. They need to reach the 18-yard line to ostensibly continue this drive. They could go for it on 4th down. Pistol backfield back there with the quarterback, Sage Taylor. He looks to his left. He's got a man picked out. Now he steps up in the pocket, throws it deep. He's got a man deep downfield, and incomplete just over the head of the intended receiver, Fisher Davis. Well defended back there. Jacob Kenke, along with Braden Smith. So that'll bring up 4th down and 15. And there was a little bit of contact just prior to the pass getting there. And I know that there were some folks up in this booth holding their breath, waiting for whether the handkerchief was going to come out. But it does not, so no automatic 1st down. Actually, it's not automatic anymore in high school. If it's 50, if you're 3rd and 16, you get 15 yards. It's 3rd and 1 on pass interference. So 4th down and 15 for Mount Vernon. Taylor with Luton behind him. He's back to throw. He directs traffic, throws down the right side into the end zone. Caught, but I think he's out of bounds. He was out of bounds. Oh, what a nice catch by Davis. Beautiful throw. Fisher Davis makes the catch, but he has his feet out of bounds, and the Wildcats will take over at their own 33-yard line with 6 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter. The defense gave up some long runs in that drive for Mount Vernon, but they got down inside the 25-yard line and stiffened up, or inside the 30-yard line, and were able to hold and turn the Rams over on downs. So, here come the Wildcats, leading by 7 with 6 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Mitchell in the backfield behind the quarterback, Quentin Purcell. Handoff goes to Mitchell as he's going to bounce across the 35-yard line. Picks up about 3. And it will be 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats.
Second down, 8 to go. The Wildcat 36.
Split out wide to the left for Salem is Donovan Williams. On the right side, Braden Smith. Handoff again to Mitchell. He steps past one defender, cuts to his right. He's got 1st down yardage and more. Tough to bring down. He's going to get all the way to midfield. He might have crossed midfield. What a nice run. 13-yard carry there for Mitchell, and he's off to a fine start here tonight. Keaton Mitchell, 6 feet, 215 pounds. He's a senior.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Plays both ways.
15-yard line.
And heading back into the game, Trent Bowles comes off the sideline. As Mitchell comes out for a break. Very deep The fake handoff to Smith. Now the throw to the right side is short, for Smith. Back deep in the backfield was Sean Bailey. And Braden Smith, ball never got to him. Quentin Purcell comes over to the sideline and says, yeah, that was my problem. Sorry about that. I rolling to your left. Rolling to your left is tough. That's just a difficult ask for any quarterback not named Patrick Mahomes. It is can be an issue. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Salem up by a score, 7-0. Bailey again deep, about 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. And they do hand it to him. This time he's got a good head of steam heading to the line. He's going to pick up some yardage. He carries tacklers with him out to about the across midfield to about the 44, 43-yard line of Mount Vernon. You know, Coach Green would love to just chew up yardage here on this drive. First drive was only 2 minutes and 40 seconds long, but it was all on the ground. Any movement on this drive has been on the ground. There has been one pass attempt as Purcell's trying to draw offside the Rams again. Doesn't work this time. No cheap first down. 3 seconds on the play clock. They do get it away. Hand off to Smith up the gut, and he's going to be pulled backwards. Did he get enough to get the first down? Wonderful tackle. I don't have a 75. Somebody's changed numbers for Mount Vernon. Let's give that one. Let's say it's Aaron Koenig, because he's listed at 369 pounds. And that kid who just made the tackle might be 369 pounds. Let's go with that. He's listed at as number 77. And I see a 77 on the sidelines, too. He might be 369 pounds, too. He's big kids. So, short of the first down. I thought he might have pulled him backwards. Salem's going to go for it. Hand off to Mitchell. First hand off this drive. He gets across the 40. He should have the first down, and he will. Before the Mount Vernon line stiffened up and stopped him, he needed just a yard. He picks up about 1.5 yards, and the drive will continue. Both teams now have had fourth down attempts to convert. Salem 1 for 1. And Mount Vernon, theirs was a long one. It was 15 yards. Unable to convert that as we creep down in this first quarter. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Mitchell, the single back behind Purcell. Williams out to the right, or out to the left. Back to throw is Purcell. Looks to his right, and it is caught, but a flag is thrown. And that was kind of in the area of holding. It is going to be against Salem. As that is, boy, that's a tough one. That's always kind of a momentum killer when you on 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. This will probably add 10 yards to it. As the officials talk to Coach Graves and see what he wants to do over there. He says, second down and 10, or he must not have caught the ball. Second down and 10, or first down and. Oh, it wasn't holding. Illegal man down. Okay. Illegal man down field. That's a 5-yard penalty. So make it first down and 15 with 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go. Mitchell remains in the game. Bowles at the tight end spot on the left side. Williams outside at the wing. Hand off to Mitchell. Tries that left side. Cuts back in. He's going to pick up back to the original line to scrimmage on this set of downs. So it'll be second down and 10. A pickup of about 5. I love, and I know that this is a part of what the Wildcats want to do. other than they might get the quarterback a little bit tired, I like how they burn about 30 or 40 seconds. They control tempo. And when you have a team that does have some speed like Mount Vernon does, you want to keep the football away from them. Mitchell goes in motion, spins around the quarterback. They fake the throw to him, the screen up the middle. Middle screen is caught with a lot of room. Cutting down the sideline is Smith, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds around the 10-yard line. But a pickup of 30 on that beautifully executed middle screen. It looked like one defender for Mount Vernon realized what was going on as 3 or 4 Ram defenders were sprinting after Quentin Purcell as he was running backwards, and looked like one defender stayed close to the center. But, boy, that was just well placed, and Braden Smith came across the middle in the right spot, able to pluck it out of the air and to head downfield. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Make that 1st and goal for the Wildcats. And Coach Graves of Mount Vernon wants to call his second timeout of the half. We will take a timeout as well with 1:26 remaining here in quarter number 1. It is Salem 7, Mount Vernon 0. Salem driving back after this.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their
And welcome back here to Salem High School. Jim Hinks Field on the campus of Salem High School. The field for spring football in beautiful shape. It is in just a gorgeous shape, and I was worried that the players were going to tear it up. I have seen no damage to it as yet. It's very well maintained. He's inside the 5. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bailey on a 10-yard scamper straight up the middle. With 1:21 to go here in this first quarter. And coming in with his tee, back with his Quentin Purcell. Holder, by the way, is Jacob Kenke. I think he's the backup quarterback, so you never know if the Wildcats might try something messy. Sean Bradley with the touchdown. The kick is away. It is very high and good. So, with 1:21 to go here in quarter number 1, the Wildcats take a 14-0 lead over the Mount Vernon Rams. We'll be back after this word.
Do your best friend a favor. Take them to Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. One stop for dog boarding. Don't leave them home alone or trust them with someone you don't even trust. Pamper them with the Doggy Daycare. They do grooming, training, and your doggy will love the sweet treats dog barkery. Bakery. Spoiling your pooch 7 days a week. Jaggers Doggy Daycare. Dog grooming, training, and boarding. 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Find them on Facebook or at jaggersdoggydaycare.com.
And here come the Wildcats with 1:21 to go in the first quarter, set to kick it away for the second time this evening.
Quentin Purcell to kick off for the Wildcats. Back to receive for the Rams, number 2.
Anthony Lash Jr. back to return, along with Marcus. I had Marcus Garrett, not Marcus Randall, but I could be wrong. That Mason Randall. I might have gotten the names reversed. Could happen. Well, if it's anything like the first kick, it's not going to go near him anyway. Purcell kicks it the same direction as he did last time, and it's gathered. Nice play by Smart play by Miguel Rios.
By Rams number 8, Mylon Nettles.
Check that, Mylon Nettles, number 8. And the Rams will start at their own 34-yard line. That's pretty much what Quentin Purcell tried to do the first time he kicked. Kicked that one a little bit far, and it went out of bounds, but I believe this one had the desired effect.
Rams, ball thrown, 34-yard line.
Here comes Sage Taylor, number 14. Two receivers split out to each side, a back behind him. That's Gabe Lutonen behind him. Man in motion is Evan Leak. Leak had a nice carry in that first drive. Back to throw is Taylor. He's looking deep. It's a duck, and it is dropped by Sean Bailey. It was intended for Fisher Davis again, but that one might have had a little bit of slippage to it as it came out of Sage Taylor's hands, as it just went careening. Went about 30, 35 yards. Pretty good distance on the pass, but I think he meant to go about another 5 or 10 on it. So second down and 10 at the 34-yard line. They need their own 44 for the first down. And much like the Wildcats are doing with the quarterback coming in from the sideline, that's what the Mount Vernon Rams are doing as well, as Sage Taylor brings in the play. Mount Vernon in their white visiting uniforms with black numerals, orange trim. The Wildcats in their green home unis, green jerseys, green football pants, and I believe they delay a game penalty. 40 seconds to run the play, and they could not get it going. You got a lot of things happening in that. You've got motion going on. You want to make sure your timing's correct, but boy, that just makes things a bit more difficult for Coach Gregory Graves and his Mount Vernon Rams, as they now face a second down and 15. Ball back inside their 30-yard line to the 29. Wildcats are faking the blitz. Leak goes in motion. And now back to throw is Taylor. Throws it to the left side, a little bit over the head of the intended receiver, Anthony Lash Jr.
Defended by Wildcats number 22, Braden Smith.
Braden Smith on the defense for Salem, along with Braden Aaron, number 3. So third down and 15 coming up for the Rams. Boy, if the Wildcats could get a punting situation here, this would be about right now it's only a 30-second possession for Mount Vernon. It's a big stop for the defense. This would be a nice way to end the period. Option, he pitches it to the right side, and it's a pickup of about 6 by Gabe Lutonen. Not nearly enough. That'll bring up 4th down and 9, and we'll see what the Mount Vernon punt unit looks like. Weston Riding coming in from the sideline. He may be the long snapper. As the clock is rolling, they don't have to snap it before the end of the period. As a matter of fact, they may choose to let this. Yeah, they will. Looks like the Rams are going to choose to let the quarter end before they snap the football. Make sure all their ducks are in a row for the special teams. And when we return after the end of a quality first quarter for Salem, the Wildcats will be on the receiving end of a punt from the Mount Vernon Rams 36-yard line. So after one, it is Salem 14, Mount Vernon 0. Back after this.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Mortgage rates are still low. Hi, this is Megan Kankey with People's National Bank in Salem. Whether you are looking to buy a new home or refinance your current one, People's National Bank has a wide variety of loan products to fit your needs. To get started, give me a call at 548-7231, stop by our branch, or apply online at peoplesnationalbank.com today. Don't wait, because now it is the perfect time to take advantage of our low rates. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I lied, Jansen. I do occasionally drink a soda at games because it goes so well with M&Ms. And welcome back here to Jim Finks Field as the Rams get set to kick it away. Well, maybe. I don't see anybody going back to punt. Wildcats look like they're ready for him kick. Now heading back to a kick is Evan Leak.
Back to punt for Mount Vernon is number 10, Evan Leak.
And heading back deep for the Wildcats, I believe that's Kinky. Good kick. They waited to get the wind, and it is a dandy. Drives Kinky all the way back to about the 20-yard line. He's going to come out to maybe the 30. But my heavens, that waiting on the wind was a pretty good move for the Mount Vernon Rams. That was about a 37-yard kick there by Leak. And we'll get ready to start the second quarter with Salem leading it here 14-0. Salem had the football to start the game as the Wildcats drove straight downfield and picked up a touchdown. Their first touchdown of the game came on a 2-yard plunge by Braden Smith with 9:21 to go in the first quarter. The Quentin Purcell kick was good. That made it 7-0. And just a minute and a half ago, with 1:21 to go in the first quarter, a 10-yard scamper by Sean Bailey for the second score of the game for Salem. Purcell's kick was good again, and it's 14-0. Handoff up the gut, nowhere to go. Boy, that big Mount Vernon defensive line stuffing the middle. And a loss of about a yard or two for Sean Bailey. Keaton Mitchell will check back into the game here on this 2nd and 11 play as Bailey just too small maybe to go up against that big defensive line. Bailey's got speed, but at 5'9", 150, he may be a little wanting in power. Two wideouts each direction. Back to throw. Throw is to the right side to Keaton Mitchell. Great open field tackle by Miguel Rios. Great open field tackle. No gain on the play. That will give the Rams a 3rd down and 11 to face. Back deep in their own territory here. Well, not too deep, but deep enough, especially with the wind becoming quite the issue. It's still probably blowing about 7 or 8 miles an hour out there, and that affects kicks, that's for sure. We saw that Sage Taylor had difficulty throwing from this side. Back to throw is Purcell. Throws it now down the middle, and it's always intended to the right-hand side to Jacob Kenke, and he couldn't get to it. So the Wildcats will be forced to kick it away. Heading back deep for Mount Vernon. Marcus Garrett along by himself. A little bit of confusion as Quentin Purcell, punter, looks over the sideline, make sure everybody's in the right spot. Now they've got everybody ready. Punt is away. It's a low liner. It's going to bounce at about the 43 and picked up at the 36-yard line. Daring play and an immediate tackle by Braden Aaron. So the Rams will get it back at their own 38-yard line. Give it the 37-yard. Well, pick a yard line, buddy. There he does. How about the 38? I thought it was a 38.
First and 10 for the Rams.
First and 10, Mount Vernon at their own 38-yard line. Sage Taylor, the quarterback. Sayye. Pardon me, Sayge. He looks at three receivers to his left, one to the right. Pitch is to Luton, and he tries to get around the right-hand side, and that play's coming back. I believe there was some motion. I don't think that the Mount Vernon Rams were set. Never got set. You have to be set for 1 second, other than maybe a motion man. But there were several Mount Vernon Rams going. He wasn't ready for it, was he? Lucky to catch the snap, says Bill Reed. Doing an outstanding job painting the pictures here tonight. 14-0, the Wildcats in the lead. As we'll have a stoppage in play, try to adjust the game clock, actually the play clock. It was running after the timeout. You don't start that until it's blown into play as opposed to regular play. So now they've got that straightened out. Heading out to the wide to the right side is Fisher Davis. Boy, he's dangerous. As Taylor looks at his wristband, takes a snap. I don't think he was ready for that one either. He rolls to his right, looks downfield. Still plenty of time to throw, and it is incomplete near the midfield stripe. A little bit low, and late flags. Late flags come out. There might have been there was a flag in the middle, looked like possibly holding, but this flag from this side came out late, and there might have been some retribution or some kind of the second man in type of thing. We'll see what the call is. Illegal man downfield for, that's what both the flags were for. Illegal man downfield for the Mount Vernon Rams, a 5-yard penalty. And that will move the football back to the 28-yard line as they keep moving backwards. Now that makes it first down and 20. The Rams shooting themselves in the foot, making life more and more difficult. They had the illegal motion or false start initially on this drive. And that time, the illegal man downfield. First down and 20, pitch to the right side. Going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. That's Mylan Nettles. Mylan. Brennan Harris with the tackle for the Salem Wildcats. Pickup of about 3 for Nettles. That makes it second down and 17. You got to figure that Taylor, with that wind, would go to the pass again soon and shortly and often. He's got one man behind him. That's Luton. One man to the left, 3 to the right. Back to throw is Nettles. He rolls to his right. He's in trouble. He gets rid of it. It is caught for a gain of about 4, but everybody swamps on down Anthony Lash. He gets to about the 35-yard line where it'll bring up a third down and 13. I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting used to spring football. This is fun. I've always enjoyed football as my favorite sport to call, and this is a lot of fun out here on a crisp March evening. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. course, I'm inside a booth. And hopefully, and you're on TV, or you're watching on TV or on your computer at a nice, comfortable spot. 3rd down and 12 for the Rams. Need to get to the 48, their own 48. Back to throw again is Taylor. Takes his time now trying to get around to the right side. Nowhere to go as he runs into the waiting arms of Caleb Smith. And I think, a late flag is thrown. Smith was heading back to the huddle. Might have gotten a little tangled up. And if that is a unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams, I think. He didn't point. Unsportsmanlike check that on Salem, and that's going to give him a 1st down. Boy, that is not a bright move. That moves the football across midfield to the 49-yard line. And I think, well, I'm not going to speculate, but I'm pretty sure who they were pointing it at. And he just made a pretty good tackle. So, 1st and 10 at their own 49 for the Mount Vernon Rams. Live and learn. You got to learn. That's for sure. As the gift 1st down. Handoff goes to Garrett.
Marcus Randall, the ball carrier.
I'm going to have to go grab a program because I've got him on my program as Garrett.
Wildcats number 41, Simon Hayes and company.
Simon Hayes and a bunch. Tackle him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, another penalty. Replay 1st down. I think it was illegal shift. Was the illegal shift. Yeah, that's a legal shift. That one false start. Well, he barely gave the indication, though. I mean, that's the thing. 1st and 15. As Sage Taylor checks out his wristband before reaching under center. Handoff goes to Leak. Leak gets through the 1st man and brought down by the 2nd. Initial contact made by Brennan Harris.
Stopped by Wildcat number 41, Simon Hayes.
And then Simon Hayes finishes him off. A loss of about a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 16. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Salem holding a 14-0 lead. First game of a 6-game season.
16 to go on the Rams' 42-yard line.
Wildcats will be on the road next week. I believe they're going to Alton Marquette. I'll recheck, though. As the defense trying to get fired up. Back to throw. Taylor throws to the right side. He's got Leak. Leak's going to pick up 3 or 4. Going to get out to about the 45-yard line where he is handled rudely. And another flag comes out. 2, 3 flags. As, boy, oh boy. Damian Leffler comes out with his hands up like he didn't do anything, but somebody did something in there. And we'll see which team did as the officials sort things out. 3 officials threw flags. They just went flying. And things were getting a little bit pushy-shovey in the middle of the scrum. For 2 teams that haven't played each other, actually since 1995, haven't played each other for 26 years, they don't seem to like each other. These kids weren't even thought whatever the last 2 times these 2 teams played. They have played in basketball several times, though. Who knows? Maybe there's some bad blood. Didn't have enough players on the line. So one of the flags is against Mount Vernon for not enough players on the line of scrimmage. And then I didn't catch what the other two flags are for. They talked to Kevin Green, so it's illegal formation. Then personal foul against Salem and a personal foul against Mount Vernon. Those will offset. So nothing happened. That play didn't happen. We'll have second down and 16 again. All the penalties offset. Check that. Those were dead ball penalties, so they're going to
The penalties offset.
penalties offset. They were dead.
16 to go.
All right, I'm confused at the administration of those penalties. I don't know why we're moving forward and down, but we're moving forward and down. I guess the Wildcats declined the illegal shift. Okay. Back to throw is Taylor. Throws over the middle, intended for, I thought it was number 5, number 6. Looked like Luton, but it was for 10. All right. For Leak. And that'll bring up fourth down to 15. This has been an interesting last minute and a half of game clock. It's taken about 10 minutes of real clock. That's probably a bit of a exaggeration.
Rams number 10, Evan Lee. Back to receive for the Wildcats number 10, Jacob Kinky.
So Leak set to kick. Kinky not very deep as he's going to let that one go. My heavens. It's going to put the Wildcats all the way back to their 15-yard line, and that's where they will start when they begin play again. That was a kick of about 45 yards. Five minutes, 37 seconds to go here in quarter number 2.
Was recovered by Rams number 5, Fisher Davis.
As Fisher Davis for the Rams collects it and stops the football at the 15. 5:37 to go. First half. Plenty of times for the Salem Wildcats to move downfield, get into scoring position. Probably have to be pretty close to kick a field goal. Even though Purcell has a leg, it's not tremendously consistent. And he's going against the wind if he goes that way. Keaton Mitchell busts out. He's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards across the 20-yard line, make it to 21. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It'll be a second down and a short 4.
Second down, 4 to go on the Wildcat 21-yard line.
And like I said in the first quarter, Coach Green would love nothing more than to move this football down the field and score with about 3 seconds left in the half as we move under 5 minutes to go. In an interesting first half here at Salem. Handoff again to Mitchell. Tripped up. Nice tackle. Grabbing the foot there was Weston Writing
Keaton Mitchell on the carry.
for Salem.
Triple by Rams number 93, Mason Randall.
And that will bring up a third down and 2 as he picked up a couple. You don't really want to throw back here in this end of the field too badly, especially this late in the half. If you turn it over, you give the Rams a good opportunity. And then you'd have to punt it against the wind and all kinds of stuff. All kinds of bad things about throwing back here. Handoff straight up the gut. That's Braden Smith, and he's going to have first down yardage and more as he keeps chugging. Going to be near the 30-yard line, and it'll be a first down Wildcats. Check that.
Smith, the ball carrier.
Under 4 minutes we move here in the first half. As Quentin Purcell jogs back into the huddle, tells his teammates the play. Donovan Williams heads over to the right side. A little bit of confusion out here on the right side. Now they've got it figured out. Man in motion is Kenke. They fake the handoff to him. Back to throw is Purcell. He's going to throw to Kenke. He just a little bit long, and he could not gather. He had some room out there on that left side as Mount Vernon did not follow all that closely. Boy, looking downfield. Oh, my heavens. Jogging back to the huddle, nobody near him was Trent Bowles. And he said, hey, man, I was wide open 25 yards downfield. And he was. That's one that Coach Green and Quentin Purcell will probably put in the memory bank and remember later in the game as they're facing 2nd down and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Kenke off to the left. Mitchell to the right. They throw to the right. That's Mitchell behind him. But he catches on his knees, so he's down. Boy, he got up in a hurry. Hardly even saw him go to his knees. It picks up 8, and the Wildcats will be looking at about a 3rd down and 2. Boy, that was a nice play by Mitchell. He had to reach behind him. He went to his knees basically on the run, and it was like he was hardly even stopped. He went to his knees to make the catch, and immediately was up like he was just in the middle of a jog, going to his knees, coming right back up, popped up. 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats. Need the 40-yard line. Hand off to right up the gut. Nice run. Big receiver, Damian Leffler. And the Wildcats will pick up the 1st down, but time beginning to get a little scarce for Salem right now as they are looking at a 1st and 10, but they're about 58 yards from the end zone. Stick around at the half, ladies and gentlemen, as the dance team is going to perform. We'll keep it right here and show you the dance team's performance. Hope you enjoy that. Get you a flavor of football in the spring. How about that? Pitch out to the right side. Nice catch and run. About an 8-yard gain for Donovan Williams. Did not get pushed out of bounds, so the clock continues to run here. I'm going to give him a gain of 6 here late in the 1st half. I'm not certain that – I think the Wildcats, they look like they're going to be content to just burn clock because they are not in a hurry. Mount Vernon has already used 2 of their allotted 3 timeouts. Salem has used 1. We'll see here on 2nd down and 4 if they can pick up a big chunk, and then they might move in a little bit more of a hurried fashion. Purcell's under center. And false start on the, it was over here on the right side, Braden Smith. He was a step off. He got about a step ahead of everybody else. So that'll make it 2nd down and 9 rather than 2nd down and 4. With a minute to go, clock on the move following the penalty. And under center goes Purcell again. Back to throw, looks to his left. Stop and go for Williams. He throws deep for Williams on that left side. Oh, the ball is just a little bit overthrown as Williams stopped. Had he kept running, I think he might have had, it was well defended. Miguel Rios on the defense, also Lash over there. But had he kept running, I think he would have had a better chance at the catch. He kind of stopped around the 25-yard line, and the ball went over his head. So, 3rd down and 9 with 40 seconds to go, 42.
It's 3rd down. 9 to go on the Wildcat 43-yard line.
I am entirely confused. Keaton Mitchell is 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it his direction. I guess it's to get a run, but that ball, that's incomplete. Did he go out of bounds? It was backwards. Mitchell went and picked it up anyway. I got to tell you, that's one of the stranger plays I've ever seen. Mitchell was 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, it's always good to be creative. Sometimes you try things, they work. Sometimes you try things, they don't. And late in a half like this, you do that. Quentin Purcell will kick it away for Salem. Back deep is Garrett. Good kick, high kick. Garrett walks up on it. The ball bounces, and I thought that might have hit. Lash, but it does not. So Mount Vernon will have it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. 29 seconds left to go in the first half, and 1 timeout. A long way to go. Maybe enough time for 2-3 plays. See if they just choose the more conservative game plan would be to run it, head to the locker room. See what Coach Greg Graves, first game as the Mount Vernon head coach. See what he has in mind. Had the backfield talking things over, so I don't think they're going to run it. As Leak splits out wide, Leak cuts across the middle in motion. Luton and then this backfield with Taylor. Throw over the middle, incomplete. Intended for number 11, Caden Plummer. Plummer very angry with himself coming across the middle, or coming back to the huddles. He says, doggone it, I could have been a star. 2nd out and 10 for Mount Vernon. From their own 29-yard line. Need about the 39 for a first down with just 25 seconds to go in the quarter. This is where you just kind of see if you get anything going, and off you go. Luton back in behind the quarterback, Taylor. Taylor will throw. Throws it to Luton, coming out of the backfield. He is drilled at the line of scrimmage. And the Mount Vernon Rams will take their final timeout of the half with 13 seconds to go. Looking at 3rd and 10. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this word.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
At all times, please dispose of the trash at proper trash barrels. Fans must maintain distance from the cheerleaders, dance team members, band members, and football players as they enter and exit the field. And fans may stand along the fence, but please maintain that 6 feet social distance.
And welcome back here to Salem. 13 seconds to go in the first half. That was the final timeout of the half for the Mount Vernon Rams, as they are looking at 3rd down and 9 from their own 30-yard line. So basically 4th and 70 or 3rd and 70, because they'll need a long way to go. No timeouts remaining for Sage Taylor, and he's under center. Pitches to the right side to Leak. Leak sees if he can't make some room, and he's going to be dropped. He'll have first down yardage, and that'll stop the clock with 6 seconds to go, but they'll restart it. And I think that'll do it for the first half. We'll, again, keep it right here. After, they don't have any timeouts. Oh, it was a penalty. False start on Mount Vernon. And so we'll move it back 3rd, and he had the first down. It'll move it backwards about 5 yards. Must not have been false start, illegal motion since they didn't stop the play. And they will wind the clock, and that will do it for the first half of play. The Salem Wildcats lead here at the half, by a score of 14-0 as the Mount Vernon Dance Squad heads to the field to put on a show. You are watching Salem High School football on Wabash Catch TV. Also on online on YouTube on the Wabash Catch TV West channel. I'm Bruce Dickey. Appreciate you folks listening and watching wherever and however you are. As the Wildcats with 2 touchdowns in the first quarter have hopped out to a 14-point lead, 2-touchdown lead on Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon looking for their first win in a couple of years. And actually, this being March, it seems like Salem looking for their first win in a couple of years. And here goes the Salem dance team.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Salem Community High School dance team.
There you are, the Salem High School dance squad performing here at the half. And they've been performing for the basketball teams as well as the football teams for years here at Salem. Doing a great job as always. Hey, we do appreciate you tuning in. The score here at the half. The Wildcats lead the Mount Vernon Rams by 2 scores. It's 14-0. We'll be back, give you the rundown of the scoring and get you ready for the second half after these words.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is
Napa know-how. At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business. When you want to...
And welcome back to Salem, the home of the Wildcats. As Salem has scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and they lead Mount Vernon here at the half by 2 touchdowns. It's 14-0. See you, Toby. Let's tell you how we got here. On the opening drive of the football game, Salem picked up, they ran straight down the field, did not throw the ball. Keaton Mitchell, for the most part, running right, running left, running right, running left, chugging yardage, churning out the yardage. And the Wildcats drove 68 yards down the field and picked up a score with 9 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the first quarter on a 2-yard run by Braden Smith. Quentin Purcell's kick was good. That made the score 7-0 in favor of the Wildcats. After a series of possessions and punts, Wildcats got it back with about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Had a nice pass play and then ran down the field the rest of the way. And with first and goal at the 10, Sean Bailey lined up about 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, took the handoff, and off he swept up to off the left side, picked up the touchdown and on a 10-yard scamper with 1 minute, 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Purcell's kick was good again. And that made the score with 1:21 to go in the first quarter, 14-0. From that point on, the two teams have just been trading punts for the most part. Mount Vernon did get into Salem territory most effectively on their first drive of the game as they ran around the left side a couple of times. It's a 30-yard run for Evan Leake. And they reached the Salem 24-yard line, but then ran out of downs as the Salem defense has been very sticky. They have been making Sage Taylor, Mount Vernon's quarterback, really work for everything he's been able to get. As the Wildcats were able to stop the Rams most of the way through that quarter. Salem got the football back with about 5.5 minutes to go. Back at their own 20-yard, make it their own 15-yard line. Got all the way to midfield before punting it away, but in doing so, they burned about 4 minutes off the clock, 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, and Mount Vernon got the football back with about 30 seconds to go in the quarter and ran out of time and downs. That's where we are. We end the half with the score Salem 14, Mount Vernon nothing. And I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I promised you it'd be the Caden B show here today. I did not realize that he was injured in the last basketball game of the year. And while he is dressed and on the sideline, he is unable to play. As you can see him walking across the field there, number 2 carrying his helmet. He is unable to play due to the fact he has not participated in the required number of football practices. That's the other interesting thing, folks. Whenever the basketball season was ending, the football team was practicing. And you have a lot of, especially of the the Wildcats, have a lot of kids on both teams. As a matter of fact, I don't recognize a Mount Vernon Ram basketball player on this football team. But there are a lot of Wildcat basketball players playing football. So they would have, to be able to play tonight, they had to practice for football and then also practice or play basketball toward the end of the basketball season. And that is asking a lot, but, you know, if you're wanting to play and you haven't played for however many months you've been waiting to play, you make do and you play out, you do whatever you can. So, Salem leads by 2 scores. It will be Mount Vernon football when we get back into action. Mount Vernon won the toss. They deferred to the second half. They will have chosen to receive, of course. And we'll be back with that kickoff to start the second half after these words.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa.
And we are back here in Salem as we're just about ready to start the second half. The Wildcats ready to kick it off. The Mount Vernon Rams getting set to receive as the back half of the receiving team has stayed on the field. The front half of the team just went to the sideline. Lash is out there ready to go. Anthony Lash Jr., number 2. But he hasn't seen a football tonight. They haven't kicked it anywhere near him, as he'll be back there with Marcus Garrett back at the 10-yard line. Quentin Purcell has kicked it over onto the right side each time he's tried, where Mylan Nettles is around the 35-yard line, and the right-footed kicker probably would not be surprised he did the same thing again, as we are just about ready to get underway. Fun night of high school football. Well, he may not do that because he just walked over to the other side. Maybe he's going the other direction. He is going the other direction. And that one takes a bounce. It's a live ball, and it does go out of bounds. Had it not gone out of bounds, the Wildcats were drawing a bead on that. The Rams were letting it bounce, and they weren't going to jump on it. And that would have been a live ball had it stayed in bounds, but it goes out, and it'll be Mount Vernon football at their own 35-yard line. That's an intriguing stratagem that the Wildcats are using. It's kind of what Bill Belichick was doing sometime this season. So Sage Taylor, number 14, the quarterback for the Rams, gets set, ready to go. Takes a look at two wide receivers to each side. Throws to his left. It is caught by Leak. Evan Leak comes across the middle, and he picks up about 6. Gets across the 40, give him 7 yards to about the 42-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 3 for Mount Vernon. Under Coach Gregory Graves in his first game as Mount Vernon head coach. Hired in October following the departure of his predecessor back to Breeze Modern Day. And with this 2nd and 3, the Rams will head to the line of scrimmage, leak out wide to the left side. Over here on the right, it's Fisher Davis. Fisher Davis was a favorite target in the first half, but we'll see if... Oh, it's a fumble. Loose. There have been no turnovers as yet tonight, and that was very nearly our first as that ball, the center just fired that ball back to Sage Taylor. He's very fortunate that it bounced right in front of him. Barely got a hand on it. Thing is, with Lieutenant behind him, it might have been easier for Lieutenant to catch. Then again, it looked like it was still going to keep going up. So 3rd down and 6, loss of about 3 on the play, and a missed handoff. The ball's loose again on the ground and recovered by Mount Vernon. Big number 73, Clifton Gammons Jr., 6'4", 320, saving the bacon for the Rams. And that'll bring up 4th down and 9 for Mount Vernon. Boy, a set of downs that started so promisingly on the nice pass to Leak ends ignominiously. Leak's kick is a low liner. It's going to bounce at the 40 and drop dead at about the 34-yard line, and that's where the Salem Wildcats will begin their first possession here of the second half. Quentin Purcell, I saw him down here on the sideline practicing, throwing the football. He's ready to go. He wants to throw. He's got the wind behind him. The wind still relatively noticeable, probably about 8 or 9 miles per hour, close to 10. But the wind is behind Salem right now. Pardon me, coming from the north. It's a chilly wind, ladies and gentlemen. We started the football game at about 50 degrees, and that breeze, and it is, we have dropped noticeably probably into the 30s now as a flag is thrown. That's going to be delay of game on the first possession of the first play of the second half. The Wildcats took their time coming out of the huddle. As no, I don't know what. No, it's a equipment issue. Equipment illegal substitution. Check that, illegal substitution for Mount Vernon. They had 12 players on the field. Oops. Had the play started, it would have been illegal participation. It was a 15-yarder. Handoff goes to Keaton Mitchell on 1st and 5, and he will be brought down violently. Good tackle. Did not pick up anything. May have lost about half a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the Wildcat 39-yard line. Need the 44 for a first down. Donovan Williams will be wide out to the left.
2nd down,
Mitchell, the single back behind the quarterback, Purcell. Lefner also in the backfield. Fake handoff, rolling to his left. The throw is intended for Williams, and it's going to be incomplete. Just a little bit too low. And Quentin Purcell says, "Oh, doggone it, that run to the left is just tough on me." And he had a long way to throw. It would have been a gain of about 10 yards, and Williams was coming back for the football, but the first game of the season, and after a short period of practice, they may have some issues with timing at this point. So 3rd down at 5. Williams and Smith both head out to the left side. Bailey out on the right. Check that. I think that's Kinky out on the right. Mitchell in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Back to throw is Purcell. Throws deep to the left side. And it is picked off. No, it's going to be incomplete. What defense by Braden Smith to knock it away from Anthony Lash Jr. The sophomore had it in his arms, and then he was just drilled by Braden Smith to force the ball out. And the Wildcats will punt it away. So first possession by each team. First possession of the second half by each team comes up empty. Purcell set to punt it away. If you're Mount Vernon, you really kind of need to watch out for a potential fake, as Mitchell has to run off the field late. Wildcats set to kick, 4th down and 5 here from their own 39-yard line. Decent snap, and the punt is away with the wind. It goes to the right side, and it'll roll dead at about the 25-yard line, as Salem's coaches say that somebody touched it for Mount Vernon. I didn't see anybody touch it, but the Salem team says it did touch somebody's leg, and the officials are going to confer. There's also a flag on the field near midfield. That was going to be holding against Mount Vernon, as the Salem gunner, I think that's Braden Smith, trying to get down that left sideline. And where they're putting the football would indicate it would be Salem football, because it was touched about the 28-yard line. The officials are talking things over, and they tell the Mount Vernon Rams players to get away, let us talk. I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention. Did that touch that guy, Bill? You didn't see it? As we talk to our officiating superintendent over here on our sideline. Holding is the whistle, the penalty flag on Mount Vernon, and that'll be add 10 yards wherever the ball ends up. And it will be Mount Vernon football back at their own 13-yard line. That's not where that ball should end up. All right. Salem picked it up at about the 30 and took off with it. They are setting the football like Salem picked it up at the 23. Maybe so. Either way, it'll be 1st and 10 for Mount Vernon at their own 13-yard line. Back in a hole, this is where the Salem defense really could use a turnover. While the Rams are back deep in their own half of the field. 1st and 10 at their own 13. Mount Vernon has been guilty of many penalties tonight as well. And that would not help in this spot. Back to throw is Taylor. The rush is on. He's on the run to his left. Cuts back and gets away from traffic. Gets away from another. Flags are down on the field. This is coming back. That's going to be holding against Mount Vernon. And if it is half the distance from the spot of the hold, you're looking at inside the 5-yard line. Illegal use of hands for the Rams. And Coach Green says, absolutely, take that. Yes, we'll take that. Sure. Holding. From the 10-yard line, it'll go back to the 5. Half the distance. And what was a difficult task becomes more difficult for the Rams. A long way downfield for Mount Vernon. First down and 19. They have to get all the way out to the 24-yard line. They split out. Wow, that's gutsy. Split out three to the right, 2 to the left. Full spread at your own 5-yard line. And they will run the ball. Taylor on the run runs by against. Well, actually, that was Leak in the shot in the Wildcat, and Leak's going to pick up good yardage, about 15 yards. Smart play by the Rams. Ran the Wildcat with one of their best runners, and Leak picks up a good solid 15 yards. So that gets them out of trouble, make it 17-yard gain. It's second down and a long 2 for Mount Vernon. Smart play, good play. I think they've switched quarterbacks altogether because Leak is now playing quarterback. Leak a little bit more of a running threat than Sage Taylor. Leak looks to throw to his left. Now he's going to run. Gets through a little bit of traffic. Did not make it back to the line of scrimmage. Evan Leak's 5'11" at 200 pounds. He's a senior. He's replacing Sage Taylor, the sophomore quarterback. As the Mount Vernon run the ball at a loss of about a yard on the play. They need the 24-yard line. It's third down and 3 at their own 21. And Leak comes back into the huddle with just 12 seconds left. They're gonna have to hurry to the line and get this play off. As I don't think they realize the time's a waste and 3 seconds on the clock. There they do. There's the bad snap, and they looks like Mount Vernon was able to call a timeout. They took a timeout rather than take that delay of game penalty. Smart play with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Looking at third down and 3, Mount Vernon takes timeout. Their first of the half. We'll take one as well. We'll be back after this word.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Nearly a horrific day for the Big Ten and the NCAA tournament. Still could be, I guess, as Illinois won today, but Ohio State upset earlier today. And I am told that we had the Purdue versus North Texas heading to overtime. North Texas had the ball with 20 seconds to go, unable to get a score, and Purdue and North Texas head to overtime in the NCAA tournament. As third down and 3, Leak takes a look to his left. The gloved wearer. Now the high snap. It's loose on the field. It's still loose, and I think Mount Vernon fell on it. Yeah, it will be Mount Vernon's ball to kick away. Salem had a chance to hop on it, but overrunning the football, I believe that was Braden Smith. Looked like he had a shot at it, unable to pick it up. So, loss on the play of about 9 yards will bring up fourth down and 12 in a kicking situation. Leak set to kick. Smith back deep along with Kenke. They are back too deep against this wind. Wind's blowing pretty good. High snap, he brings it down. Kick is away, right just about as it bounces about the 35-yard line, and that's where it will die. The Wildcats will be in outstanding position, field position, as we return to play in just a moment. With first down and 10 inside the 40-yard line inside the 35-yard line, inside the 40-yard line, 38-yard line of the Mount Vernon Rams. This game's still a little bit too close for comfort, I suspect, for many of the homestanding Salem Wildcat fans here. They'd like to pick up another touchdown or two and salt this away. With 5:17 to go in the third, Purcell goes underneath the center. And he fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. He just winds one deep, and it's caught at the 15. Bowles was wide open. He's been telling Purcell and Coach Green all night long, Coach, I'm open. And Quentin Purcell, under heavy duress, able to get rid of it that time and finds Trent Bowles inside the 20. Make it the 14-yard line, a gain of 25 on the play. How about that? Biggest gain of the night through the air for Salem. And they are in business 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line of the Mount Vernon Rams. 5 minutes to go in the third. Keaton Mitchell, the lone running back behind Purcell. Handoff goes to Mitchell, tries the left side, gets away from one, but not going to get away from the second as Gabriel Taylor brings him down. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Picked up about a yard. 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. Wildcats in green with the white numerals. Green helmets with the Wildcat emblem on the sides. Red and white stripes down the pant legs. The Rams in their road white uniforms, black stripes, black numerals. Good-looking uniform for both teams. Hand off to Mitchell. He's got some yardage. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, and he is brought down probably going to be short of the first down, maybe by about a yard. He's going to get inside the 5-yard line to just about the 4, and it's going to be 3rd down and very short. Maybe 3rd down and I guess a full yard at the 4. Public address announcer firing up the fans on 3rd down. You're supposed to do that on defense. Purcell gets thought he got the Mount Vernon Rams to jump, and then no flag was thrown. I guess he didn't cross the neutral zone. So, some problems in the huddle. Handoff does go to Damian Leffler. Did he get in? No, he's held just short. Boy, there was a collision between Leffler and Purcell in the backfield. Leffler able to take the football. That was Leffler, right? Yeah, it was Leffler. First and goal for the Wildcats at the 1. Leffler, the fullback in front of Keaton Mitchell, the tailback. And under center goes Quentin Purcell. Hand it off to Leffler. Touchdown, Salem Wildcats. They take a 20-0 lead with 2:39 to go in the third quarter. And that is a big touchdown for the Wildcats. On a 1-yard plunge from Damian Leffler.
Purcell will attempt the point after.
Purcell out to kick the extra point. Kinky the holder. Kick is away, and it is going to be good. Wow. I've done that with my golf ball a few times, but my heavens, he got a good one. He got barely enough on that. So with 2 minutes, 39 seconds to go, Purcell is 3 for 3, and he's fired up about it. We'll take a break. Back after this word.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield.
And welcome back to Salem as the Wildcats extend their lead to 3 scores, 21-0.
Number 2, Anthony Lash Jr., number 88, Marcus Randall.
With 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go, and Purdue loses. Holy cow. How about that? Onside kick. It's loose. It's on the ground, and I think Salem came up with it. Let's see, did Jacob Kinke? No, it will be... It is Salem football. So up by 3 scores, and they kick the onside kick. This is when you want to finish them off. You never know what some team can do. And Salem will pick up the extra possession on the onside kick. It'll be Salem football at the 45-yard line of Mount Vernon. How about that? So number 2 seed Ohio State goes down today. Number, I believe, 4 seed Purdue loses today. Appreciate you folks tuning in to watch high school football during the basketball tournament. As it'll be Salem football at the 45 of Mount Vernon. Handoff goes to Keaton Mitchell. He's going to pick up about 3.
Keaton Mitchell, the ball carrier.
As I'm looking for the score. Wisconsin defeats North Carolina. North Texas beats Purdue, or leads Purdue, by 10 with 16 seconds to go. So I think that's over. In overtime. How about that?
Second down, 8 to go.
Quentin Purcell gives final instructions to Damian Leffler and Keaton Mitchell and heads back into the shotgun. Looks like Salem may throw on second down and 8. Now they back up with him. He fakes the throw, now throws it downfield to the left side. Oh, through the hands of Braden Smith.
Pass incomplete to number 22, Braden Smith.
He dove for it. Tough catch to make.
Defended by Rams number
Gave it every effort.
Marcus Randall.
I was surprised, actually, when the throw was in the air. I didn't think Smith had a shot at it, but he was able to run underneath it and make the effort. Just unable to bring it in. So third down and 8 now, and you got to figure the Wildcats probably throw again on 3rd and 8. They need to get to the 35-yard line for the first down. Football laying just this side of the 43. Williams and Smith spread out wide to the left. Kinke on the right side. Purcell throws intended for Smith and over his head, incomplete. Well defended. Well defended by Caden Robinson for Mount Vernon, and most likely a punting situation inside the other team's half the field. You never know. And the punt team will head out as Salem figures, we've got a 3-touchdown lead. Let's not do anything silly. Don't need to give anybody an unearned opportunity. Purcell is the punter, so you never know if there are going to be any shenanigans. He'd have the opportunity to do them on 4th and 8. Good snap. Punt is away to the center of the field. It'll bounce and die at about the 12-yard line of Mount Vernon. They're going to be in a hole again with 1:26 to go here in this third quarter. Salem leads by 3 touchdowns, 21-0. This will be a nice opportunity to get a shutout against a team that admittedly went winless last season, but they scored some points. Mount Vernon averaged over 20 points, over 20 points a game, about 22 points a game, even as a winless squad back in the fall of 2019. Evan Leake, the quarterback, looks behind to his running back, Gabe Lutonen. He's got 2 men split out to either side. Looks to his left, now runs up the middle. He's got some room. He's got nice room. He's got a lot of yardage. He's got first down. He continues down the right sideline. Near midfield, cuts back against the grain, still on his feet. Going to get across midfield down to about the 45, 46-yard line of Salem. Wow. Pick up on the play of about 42 yards. How about that? He is dangerous. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 at the 46 of Salem. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Salem holding a 3-touchdown lead, but Mount Vernon just made things a lot more interesting. You got plenty of time to get some points. Plenty of time for 3 touchdowns. High snap gathered, handoff to Lutonen. He's going to pick up about 5. Gets spun in the air and dropped on his noggin. He's all right. He's up. Picks up about 5, maybe 6. A long 5. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 from the 41. Need to get to around the 36 for the first down. Offense really motoring now for Mount Vernon under Evan Leake. Sage Taylor, the quarterback previously, was more used for throwing, and Leake is a runner. Kind of difference between Chris Leake, I guess, and Tim Tebow at Florida. Handoff up the gut, nowhere to go. Nice tackle for Salem by Brennan Harris. And that will end the third quarter. Good third quarter for Salem. They picked up a touchdown. They lead now by 3 scores. 21-0. When we come back, it'll be a 3rd down and 5 for Mount Vernon from the Salem 42. Back after this word.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Do your best friend a favor. Take them to Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. One stop for dog boarding. Don't leave them home alone or trust them with someone you don't even trust. Pamper them with the Doggy Daycare. They do grooming, training, and your doggy will love the sweet treats dog barkery. Bakery. Spoiling your pooch 7 days a week. Jaggers Doggy Daycare. Dog grooming, training, and boarding. 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Find them on Facebook or at jaggersdoggydaycare.com.
And welcome back to Salem here for the start of the fourth quarter. As the officials are dealing with the play clock. Started a little bit early for their taste. And with 3rd down and make it 6, Mount Vernon needs the 36-yard line. Fake handoff. Leake gets away from one man. He's still on his feet. The pitch out to Lash. He's got a lot of room down the right sideline. He's got first down, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. Picks up the first down and a gain of around 20 yards. How about that? Anthony Lash Jr. on the pitch from Leake. Big, nice play for Mount Vernon. I told you Mount Vernon has some talent, and they've got some speed. Get them out in open space and do some damage. Lash splits out wide to the left along with Fisher Davis. Leak, the quarterback, looks that direction. Now thinks about running. He throws to the left side down to the end zone. Wide open. Davis makes the catch at the back of the end zone. Fisher Davis got behind the defense. They just lost him. And he makes the catch, and the Mount Vernon Rams have scored on a 23-yard pass from Evan Leak to Fisher Davis. So, Mount Vernon not willing to go away easily with 11:39 to go here in the ball game. They will kick the extra point. It's Landon Simpson.
Back for the point after for the Rams is number 20, Landon Simpson.
High snap. Simpson nowhere to go with it, or Leak nowhere to go with it. Couldn't put it down. And he is going to be brought down for a loss. And the attempt is no good. So with 11:39 to go in the game, Salem leads by 15, 21-6. Back after this.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
And welcome back here to Salem with 11:39 to go. The wind at the backs now of the Mount Vernon Rams. They break the schneid, get their first score of the ball game, and trail now by 15, 21-6. Salem needs to play clean football the rest of the way. No turnovers. Chug out yards. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Nice kick by Simpson. Nearly gets past Keaton Mitchell. Brings it out from the 5. He's at the 25, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds. Back at around the 18-yard line, but they'll give him forward progress. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Salem at their own, where they're going to put a 24-yard line. That's a dandy kick and coverage by the Mount Vernon Rams. Blaze Baird on the tackle for the Rams. And it's a fired up Rams defense. They need the football back. They're down by 15, just 2 scores. Salem will bring it out from their own 24-yard line. Handoff goes to Bailey. Sean Bailey in the open. He's got a lot of yards. He's near midfield. He's going to be dropped at about the 45, just shy of midfield. Big hit by Marcus Garrett, but what a nice run out of trouble there by Sean Bailey. Gain of around 21. And the Wildcats in business at their own 45-yard line. And the important thing for Salem, every time they run the ball, every time they keep it in bounds, another 35, 40 seconds comes off the clock. That's Purcell taking his time. 2 tight ends. Handoff goes to Braden Smith, and he has nowhere to go as he is hit and drilled backwards. That one will go to Mason Randall, the tackle, as well as Maddox Randall. So second down and 10. Smith heads to the sideline. Leffler back in. Leffler and Mitchell will probably most likely be the backfield. Well, Bailey the back as Mitchell's not out there. A little bit of confusion in the Salem backfield. They're running out of time. They do snap the ball in time. Handoff and again to Bailey. Oh, and he loses his footing after a gain of about 4. And the Wildcats will be looking at second down and a long 5. Near midfield. Nine and a half minutes to go in the football game. Salem leading by 15. Trying to burn up as much time as they can here late in the game. Leading by 2 scores, but is it ever enough? It's not enough till the final horn. And there is a pickup of 5 yards. They're able to draw the defense offside again. Aaron Koenig, big number 77, crosses. And it's going to be just shy of the first down. It'll be third down and a short yard. Williams heads over to the right side. Now they're going to huddle up. They're running out of time on this play call again. 4 seconds on the clock. And Coach Green was thinking, what are you guys wasting time for? We need a timeout. He will take his first timeout of the second half with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the football game. Salem leads 21-6. We'll be back after this word.
Mortgage rates are still low. Hi, this is Megan Kanke with People's National Bank in Salem. Whether you are looking to buy a new home or refinance your current one, People's National Bank has a wide variety of loan products to fit your needs. To get started, give me a call at 548-7231, stop by our branch, or apply online at peoplesnationalbank.com today. Don't wait, because now it is the perfect time to take advantage of our low rates. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ten seconds. Pardon me. Welcome back, folks. Big play for the Mount Vernon defense right here. Big play for the Salem offense. If Salem picks up the first down here, they can basically chew off another minute or 2 off the clock. If Salem can get a stop here, they can make things very difficult, potentially, for the Wildcats. Handoff to Bailey, and he is caught in the backfield and dropped down. He didn't make it. So that'll bring up a 4th down and short. What do you do at the 46-yard line? Tough call to make now. Basically, if you get the stop here, you can burn. Or pardon me, if you get the stop here, if you're Mount Vernon, you get the football back with a reasonable amount of time, probably about 7.5 minutes. If you get the first down, we'll see what happens. Going forward on 4th and 1. Will they try that old make him jump off sides play? 12 seconds left to go on the play clock. Plenty of time to run a play. Now 5 seconds to go. Handoff straight up the gut. That is going to be very close. Was it Leffler or Keaton Mitchell?
Tackled by 77, Aaron Koenig.
And it will be a first down, Salem. How about that? 1st and 10 for Salem at the inside the 45-yard line of Mount Vernon. And the clock will continue to roll with 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Salem probably will wait till about 7:20 to snap this one. As Williams and Kinky on the wrong side of the field, now back over to the right. Hand off to Mitchell, straight up the gut. He's got first down. Yardage are very close. Pickup of 9 for Keaton Mitchell. And we move under 7 minutes to go in the game. Clock rolling, 21-6. It's been a firecracker football game. Second and short at the 36 of Mount Vernon. Mitchell, the lone tailback. Purcell backing out, burning an extra 10 seconds or so. There's about 9 men in the box for Mount Vernon. Hand off to Mitchell, and he's going to have the first down as he's dropped. Picked up about 2 or 3, only needed 1. And they start the clock with 6.5 to go. Salem won't have to snap it until it's under 6. This drive started with 11:39 to go. So they've already burned 5 minutes off the clock, over 5 minutes. Nevco can be your friendliest ally or your worst enemy. Hand off to Mitchell. Cuts up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4. Gets around the 29-yard line.
Tackled by Rams number 78, Elisha Back.
That'll bring up a second down and 6 with 5:45 to go in the football game. Mount Vernon still with a couple of timeouts, but they're running out of clock. Coach Greg Graves' first game as the Mount Vernon head coach. Considering their most recent performances in the last couple of years, this is staying this close to a team might be pretty good. A tough playoff team like Salem. Man in motion is Kenke. Fake handoff to Mitchell. Flag is down. Throw to a wide open Bowles. He will score, but it's coming back. That is coming back. That's going to be I think, a hold. Check that, illegal motion against the Wildcats. We'll wipe away the touchdown, put the football back at the 35, 34-yard line. So Trent Bowles, boy, oh boy, he's already had one outstanding catch today for about 30 yards. That would have been a 29-yarder had it held up, but it will not hold up. Look good on the highlight films, though. So, second down and 11 for Salem with 5:04 to go. I think there might have been 2 players in motion on that play. Illegal motion was the call. 2 guys going at the same time. That's illegal motion. Need to get to the 18 for a first down. Football at the 29. 2 men split out wide to the left. Bowles on the right by himself at the line. Hand off to Mitchell. He's met in the backfield. Picks up about 4 to the 30-yard line. I said the 18 for the first down. The Wildcats need the 23 for a first down. I got my yard lines mixed up. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the game. Clock is on the run here on this 3rd and 7. And timeout is taken by Mount Vernon with 4:39 to go. Trailing by 2 scores. Timeout taken by Mount Vernon. We'll take one as well. Back after this word.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
There are coaches who are good in the postseason, and then for some reason, So, 4 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the contest. It's a 21-6 lead for Salem. 3rd down and 7. Mount Vernon has 1 timeout remaining. As the Wildcats are on the field ready to go. The officials are ready to go. They blow the play clock into action. Of course, the clock is stopped with the timeout. Handoff to Mitchell, tries to get around the left side. He's got a little bit of room. There was got a decent block out there from Donovan Williams. Picked up maybe 3, and that'll bring up 4th down and a solid 7. Football at around the 29-yard line, maybe the 28. If you're Salem, you say, heck yeah, we're going for it. Don't need to snap it until there's about 3:40 to go, or 3:50. They're trying the same play they used near the end of the half, where Mitchell is 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They threw it to him last time. Did they set that up for this one? They did, as they throw over the middle, intended for Bowles, and picked off inside the 5. Picked off inside the 5 by Mount Vernon. Evan Leak makes the interception, but my heavens, he'd been a lot better off to drop it on 4th down and 7. It had picked up 20 yards. That's the thing. You can't tell a kid not to catch the ball when it's coming at him. High school kid is going to say, yeah, I'm catching that ball. Yeah, no kidding. That does work as good as a punt. You're exactly right. Bill Reed on the camera work tonight, doing an outstanding job. Jansen Zink back in the studio, keeping us all alive and on the air. So 1st and 10 for Mount Vernon at their own 7-yard line with 3:48 to go in the contest. Long way to go for the Rams. They need 2 scores. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and then a touchdown and either another 2-point conversion or an extra point, 1-point place kick. Back to throw is Leak. Looks to his right. He's got a man and, missed getting on the field is Lash. The intended receiver slipped before the ball got there. He'd have had 1st down yardage at about the 23. 1st down, the line to gain is pretty near the 17, 18-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock stops on the incompletion. And Leak comes back from the sideline with the play call. Everybody looks at their wristbands, trying to figure out what he's calling. That was the 2nd turnover of the game, by the way, if you don't count the onside kick as a turnover, which would have been the 3rd. Fake handoff, back to throw is Leak, and he falls down in the backfield. He fell down in the end zone. That's a safety. Was he out of the end zone when he fell? Well, I sure thought he was in. He must have been out of the end zone. So, 3rd down and 16 from the 1-yard line. And the clock is rolling. 1 timeout remaining for Mount Vernon. They've got 99 yards to go. They need the 17 for a 1st down. They need 99 to stay in the game. The clock continues to roll. Leak not back from the sideline yet. He comes back to the huddle with only 8 seconds on the play clock. Mount Vernon's not going to get this one off. 3, and Mount Vernon will be forced to use their final timeout of the half with 2:55 to go. And trailing by 15, Salem leads 21-6 with 2:55 to go in the game. We'll take a break and back right after this word.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help. So call local and call Zimdar's.
All right, big play here for the Mount Vernon Rams with just under 3 minutes to go. They need 16 yards to keep this drive alive. 3rd down and 16 from their own 1-yard line. Long way to go. 2 men split out wide to the left. That's asking a lot for Evan Leake, who's not a passing quarterback normally. He's a runner. He slipped just getting out of the end zone last time. And why have we halted the play? They will reset the play clock to, should be the 25 seconds coming out of the timeout. There they go. Now they have it right. Leake is ready to go. Wind is at his back. He makes a look, looks to his right. He's going to be run out of the end zone to about the 5, make it to 10-yard line, still on his feet, gets out to around the 12 where he's shoved out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 11 on the play, and it'll make a 4th down upcoming relatively makeable. Going to need about 4 yards on the 4 to 5 yards on this 4th down play. Need the 17-yard line. Football laying just shy of the 12. Clock stopped by a leak going out of bounds. So Mount Vernon still with a shot. 2:44 to go in the football game. They need to score on this possession. They need 5 yards, 4 to 5. They need 5 yards on this play here on 4th down. If not, the Wildcats are 1 first down away from winning this game. Leak in the shotgun. Looks to throw. He's got Davis down the right side. Now throws intended for Lash. It's going to be incomplete. He had Davis heading down the sideline, down the left side. And if he had reared back and fired, he might have had a shot at him for a huge gain. But the short pass not there, and the Rams will turn it over on downs with 2:37 to go. Salem 2 minutes, 37 seconds away from their first win of the season.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball the Ram, 12-yard line.
Stick around after the game. We'll take a short break and come back and give you the scoring roundup. Might check from scores around the area as well. Other high school football tonight. NCAA basketball tonight. As the what? Under center Purcell. Handoff goes to the left side, and loss of a couple on the play. That was Kaysen Solons, 5'9", 215-pound sophomore. Good to see the younger kids getting some action here tonight. As the clock rolls, it'll be under 1 or 2 minutes before the next snap of the football. You got to figure that Salem will burn as much clock as they can. Quentin Purcell taking a look right at that play clock. Handoff again to the sophomore. Solons. And loses about a yard. So Wildcats looking at 3rd down and 12, maybe 13 yards. Need inside the 5 for a first down. And with the conservative play calling, they may not get there. They won't have to leave the huddle until there's under a minute to go. Salem still has a couple of timeouts if they would want to run it down to nil and then call one. Quentin Purcell looking into the wind. Hands it off to Solons again. He's going to pick up a couple of yards and be pushed backward. Pardon me. And the play clock, about an 8-second difference. Salem will have to run one more play, and then Mount Vernon will run one play. And Salem's going to move to 1-0 on the season. And begin looking to next week. As time is rolling down. Handoff straight up the gut. Sullins is going to pick up about 3. And there he'll be dropped. And with 3 seconds to go, there'll be enough time for one snap of the football and a big win. First win of the year for the Salem Wildcats. Next week, they will be on the road. They'll head to Alton, play Alton Marquette. That game will be Friday night at 7 o'clock. Next game back here, the Wildcats will be on Good Friday against Columbia on April 2nd. We'll have that game for you here on Wabash Catch TV. As the Rams probably going to chuck one, I bet. 3 seconds to go. You chuck one. Down by 2 touchdowns. Chuck one, see if you can't pick up big yardage. 3 men for Salem, about 20 yards off the ball. And Salem will move to 1-0. Rams will fall to 0-1. And they'll enter South 7 play next week. Nice during this 6-week season for the Rams and the Wildcats to get back underway and restart their series. First game since 1995. Mount Vernon leads the series 25, now 21-4. So the Salem Wildcats knock off the Mount Vernon Rams 21-6. We'll be back to wrap things up after this word.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
And welcome back for a victorious Salem Wildcats squad. They move to 1-0 on the season as Mount Vernon falls to 0-1. Salem will be back in action next Friday night at Alton, and they'll be back here on Good Friday, 2 weeks from tonight, against Columbia. So do plan on taking in that football game here on Wabash Catch TV and on YouTube, Wabash Catch TV West. Here's a rundown of the scoring for tonight's contest. Back in the first quarter, 9:21 to go in the first quarter, Braden Smith scored on a 2-yard plunge. Quentin Purcell's kick was good. That made the score 7-0 Wildcats. Later on in the quarter, Sean Bailey scored on a 10-yard scamper with 1:21 to go in the first quarter. Kick was good. And then that made it 14-0 Wildcats. That's how the half ended in the third quarter with 2:39 to go. Damian Leffler scored on a 1-yard plunge. Kick was barely good, but a line shot shank crawled over the crossbar, and Salem led 21-0. And then Mount Vernon dented the scoreboard with 11:39 to go in the football game on a 23-yard pass from Evan Leake to a wide-open Fisher Davis in the end of the back of the end zone. The run failed on a bad snap, and Leake had to run for his life for the extra point. That made the score 21-6. Salem then ran about 7 minutes off the clock on an outstanding possession ending at about the 17-yard line of the Rams, but it was burned enough clock that Rams had very little chance after that. So, an outstanding win, an outstanding way to open the season for the Salem Wildcats. Again, they moved to 1-0. Mount Vernon falls to 0-1. Hey, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's game. And thanks to all you fans for watching Salem High School football this week. We do appreciate your presence as always. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you again tonight's final score. Salem defeats Mount Vernon 21-6. So long from Jim Feeks Field.